literally, I think once we have drones start commencing mass shootings, like in open ground festival areas, then there might be an argument about video games in the sense of it's so desensitized, and you might be using controllers and things.
But we already have that just on the other side of the ocean.
Yeah. I mean,
Just fucking, going to fucking, going joining the Air Force and just droning fucking, oh yeah, that looks like what is that, a wedding? A playground? A gathering of insurgents? Well, there's nowhere to tell for sure, just fucking bomb it.
Yeah, gotta be safe.
Gotta be safe.
We have to eliminate hatred for the United States by bombing as many innocent weddings as possible.
That's how you do it. It's anti-imperialist even. Drones are woke, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, yeah, the drones are just trying to smash the patriarchy. Is really all that they're doing.
Psychic Dolphin Garage.
I remember being real little and reading a book that the whole premise was, what if 1 week 8 different football stadiums all had massive terrorist attacks and suicide bombers take place in them, and then it's an investigation, blah blah blah. It was kind of one of those like Christian knockoffs of a Jack Ryan kind of a thing.
Okay, yeah, like a bad even more reactionary Tom Clancy, basically.
Yes.
Nice.
I mean, it's the Tom Clancy airport book that gets sold by the Christian bookstore kind of a thing.
Wow, that is an incredibly cursed premise.
I'm telling you, I with a little bit of Googling, I bet I could find it, but I don't even want to hate read
don't want to put
bring
that
up
evil in your search bar.
Yeah, but at the ending of the book, they kill the bad guy via a drone strike, right? But then they also destroy like 3 homes around the bad guy.
How heroic.
And like a 17-year-old kid survives out of the rubble and then sees the drone flying away.
And waves an American flag and sheds a single tear.
Well, no, he then swears vengeance on the United States. And we're supposed to think like, oh, wow, look at this evil.
That's the bad guy,
Yeah, exactly. Now, being older, I'm like, no, that is clearly, he is the hero. Like,
this is the setup for a Rambo movie or something. Like,
exactly.
That kid's the Punisher, you know?
I mean, again, the pitch of imagine if you had like a trans-Latinx Punisher just going around the U.S. border and then sniping people along the way that were serving as militia. That's a Punisher movie I think I would love to watch.
Yeah, get woke, go fucking to the bank. More like that sucked. But anyway, my point is, something that's like a fucking grindhousey, like, overtly like SJW even movie would be fucking amazing. Literally make a movie about like. Literally, okay, it's a Warriors reboot, right? Mm-hmm. But it's the Social Justice Warriors.
Oh, God, yes.
I would fucking love that movie.
Warriors, come out and play. That's ableist.
Yeah, they just, before kicking their asses, they, like, write, like, a fucking, like, call-out post for the opposing gangs, like, alright, this is why, specifically, yeah.
If you are going to do a Social Justice Warriors remake, though, you have to make sure it's the most 2019 thing in the world.
Everybody's vaping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just like what happens in The Boys, where you feel like, you're in the moment. And you're like, this could be happening right now.
God, Same way. We're going to get to that later. There were some bits where I was like, I fucking swear to God, I get it. I get that it's the late 2010s. Please shut the fuck up about selfies. I swear to God.
At least they didn't have a selfie stick.
Yeah, no selfie sticks were involved. Thank God.
When everyone thought that trend was going to be a thing. So
thank God it wasn't. Yeah.
I don't think that there actually was any vaping in The Boys.
There was no vaping in The Boys, yeah.
There was no tobacco consumption in The Boys.
Well, because clearly they knew this FDA thing that came out that is linking seizures to vaping.
Oh, that's right. 127 cases. That's all right. The FDA said that those people were, quote, bitch-made little bitches. And so...
Can't handle their nicotine. Thanks, FDA.
Wah, 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 wah. Go cry to mommy. Wah,
Yeah.
wah, wah.
No, it really is though. It's like those memes where it's like, we'd almost kicked nicotine like as a culture, and then
Oh,
they made
yeah.
it mango flavored, and suddenly teenagers fucking love it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so bad
it's
how
nasty.
they've all
Yeah.
switched over now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, just going back to the Warriors, like, smoking cigarettes looks way cooler. Just do that. Just
Yeah.
fucking ruin your lungs the cool way.
yeah, so you know what looks even cooler than smoking a cigarette?
What's that?
Smoking a Philip Morris approved joint. That's right. Just putting that on, since they're now just switching up their whole thing. Like, we believe in juuling and weed. Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
That's us now.
Always making progress there, capitalism. Really doing the Lord's work.
Just gonna get fucking destroyed is what's gonna happen to us. It's gonna be so bad.
Yep, but hey, we're gonna be smoking weed while it's happening, so.
Hell yeah, brother. Being the
Yeah.
coolest people alive.
Yep. God.
I guess we're a little bit in, so it probably couldn't hurt to introduce ourselves right now.
Yes. Yeah.
Let people know what's happening
Yeah.
now. So
yes.
let me
bust
start
out the intro.
I gotta get the right voice.
Get that radio announcer voice going. Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Psychic Dolphin Garage. I'm one of your co-hosts, Kelton. You can find me on Twitter at SexConfetti. Joining me today is my co-host Bo. Bo, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, folks? I am doing terribly. As Kelton and I were just saying, he's drinking some bevs. All I have is water, and it's really heartbreaking being healthy. It sucks.
I'm sweating so much.
Like, I could
Why?
go to this. I could have gone to the store at any fucking point today and just grabbed a case of beer or something, but yet again, my own laziness has done me in. Also featuring on the podcast today is Zack. No, not at all. He's not here. He's
just cut to 6 seconds of dead air.
Just fucking nothing. Yeah. Yeah. He's doing some normie shit out in the real world, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
so,
burning a series of boxes of papers because the Epstein news broke, and I think that's what he claimed.
Yeah, no, he's actually flying back from Manhattan right now.
Flying.
He said he had a contract. Somebody had given him, but
gotcha.
apparently somebody else already got the job done. So yeah, all those Epstein memes are fucking wonderful.
Yeah,
by the way.
well, regardless, where can people?
Oh right, yeah. The plug, right? At Schnedwob, basically everywhere. I'm at Schnedwob on Vine. That is SCHNEDWOB. I'm still holding out for Vine to come back. No, but yeah, all the Epstein memes where it's like, fucking, it's the Spider-Man one where it's like Spider-Man pointing, and it's like the several different hitmen showing up to, Basically, my point is the ones where it like singles out Clinton specifically are fucking stupid, and they're just an excuse to avoid class consciousness. That's my point.
That's right. Believe it or not, we can have more than one corrupt dynastic
billionaire
diddler.
Yeah. They're all diddlers, all of them.
I mean, that's at least our stance as a podcast. And if you want to give us any feedback, you can email us, psychicdolphingarage@gmail.com, or you can call us. Now, please leave reasonable voicemails here, people. Calling and then saying, this is the phone number that they said to call, or calling and saying, sha-na-na-na, na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na, is very cool, and that's very good.
Rules, yeah.
Yes, that doesn't actually give us anything that we can unfortunately play back for people in what we would love to develop as an actual voicemail segment.
Yeah, drop a line, give us a name. Doesn't need to, like even just a first name, just so we can say, hey Dave, you're a fucking moron and your take sucks. Not to discourage you, Dave. Please call in. I'm sure you have a lovely voice.
You are loved. You are valid, Dave. Never stop.
Dave, you are so fucking valid.
She will call back any second saying it wasn't your fault.
Oh, no. Wasn't your fault, Dave.
That number is 512-402-2089. So I guess, with that out of the way, it's time to really delve into what we saw in the news, what really was hitting us hard.
Yeah, we're all really bummed by good old Jeff
Man,
taking his own life, quote unquote.
that's right.
Yeah.
That is exactly what happened, and anyone who says otherwise.
Well, so that's the thing too. Like, another take I've seen around a lot is like it's the one conspiracy theory where you're a weirdo if you don't believe it. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I saw a tweet that was like, believing Epstein actually killed himself is basically on par with believing JFK's head just did that. You know? So
exactly.
It's pretty transparently. Come on.
I mean, it really is kind of like the JFK of our time. I mean, can you imagine how many documentaries are going to get released talking about, well, why was the camera shut off? Well, were the guards gone? Well, why was he given 19 razor blades and some rope? You know, like, what happened here?
Yeah, because he was previously on suicide watch already. It's like, those guards are sitting on some fat fucking stacks of money right now, or something.
The last time he was arraigned, he was still able and allowed to go about his business, but he was constantly under surveillance the entire time. So why, in general, did he get this super stripped down version now?
It's Hillary. It's literally just Hillary Clinton and nobody else.
That's right.
Hillary Clinton is the only bad actor in the entire world.
Speaking
Speaking of bad actors, Nick Cage. No, that's mean.
Wow,
Nick Cage is fine. That's a shitty segue anyway.
Hot take. Not a fan of the Cage Man, huh?
No, he's fine. It's just not a lot of his movies. He does a lot of movies, and just law of large numbers. Some of them are going to be stinkers.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, statistically speaking, these days, the odds of you enjoying a Nicolas Cage movie are probably around 30%. What would you say? Lower, even?
Well, they're no national treasure, that's for sure. That was really corny. God, but
I mean that's why we have to have you on the show, Bo. You know,
exactly.
You're the rock of this thing. That's what happened. Yeah, he had an interview. I want to say it was with the Atlantic or maybe the New York Times, but they kind of were doing a vibe check on him, as the youths would say. And they were like, "How you doing, buddy? You know, you've been in the share circle for several weeks now, but you haven't really said anything. So what's going on? What's your story?" And he was describing the fact that our perception of him being the super wild and crazy guy is true because he's a famous rich person in Hollywood, and he has been since God knows when. And you know, he's a part of the Coppola family, and so he just basically from birth has had this kind of
intergenerational crazy. Yeah,
exactly. And so when people hear stories about stuff that he did, like, you know, his whole dinosaur skull fiasco where he bought one for $270,000 and then he had to return it, that makes people think that, oh, all he is purely eccentric, when in reality the market crashed in 2008, 2009, and a lot of his real estate development projects all went bottoms up. Which, I mean, as much as I hate landlords, like...
Well, I mean, you know what holds its value very well is dinosaur bones. You know,
especially
they've been around for millions of years. Like, that's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, you don't get more dinosaur bones.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's a finite resource.
Very finite, yeah. When are we switching back over to the dinosaur bone standard for the economy?
That seems to be the right way to go. Just, you know, hacking apart the T-Rex at the museum.
Yeah, it's like, that's $5
currency.
Right there. Put that in Fort Knox.
We've heard of the gold standard and the silver standard, but, you know, what about the Triceratops standard, huh? The Brontosaurus standard.
Yeah.
Bronto bucks.
Yeah, what's the conversion rate there from Triceratops to Brontosaurus?
Yeah. One ankle is worth how many embryos exactly? What are we working?
God, he should have been in that.
Yeah, he should have, but
he should be in every movie, actually.
Let's not rule out the possibility of him actually being in Jurassic World 3. Cause
it could always happen. Yeah, it seems like the kind of thing where they late into the fucking franchise. It's like, yeah, you know what? Nicolas Cage. Why not?
And then we're all like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Then the next movie comes out and we're like, this has gone horribly wrong. Why on earth did we let this happen? We're so focused on what we could do. We didn't think about what we should do. Oh, God, we forgot the lesson of our own film. What's the point of this?
Yep.
But, so he goes broke for this very boring reason, I guess, for lack of a better way. You know, just bad investments and living a lifestyle of luxury. And so then he finds himself in the hole. And he's always been a fan of like the 40s and 50s actors who were working actors, always coming out with a new project, and slammed out like 60 movies over their career. And so he just kind of morphed into that, partially because he needed money, partially because he just wanted to leave a longer legacy for the people who do enjoy his work. And that seemed pretty touching to me. And I was like, oh, wow, this really humanizes him. This really makes me see him as a three-dimensional person. And then he starts fucking talking about how he is on a hunt for the goddamn Holy Grail of all things. Like, why? What is his deal? Like, he viewed the National Treasure movies as research, is what I'm getting at, I guess.
It's a real astounding fucking way he lives his life from what I'm reading here. Like, oh yeah, National Treasure. That was a good movie that I made. What if I made it real? Like, God.
It's the only way. Like, or it's the only way that I think that, you know, he could have possibly signed on, was thinking that some weird Disney Illuminati connection would get him closer to the Holy Grail right by Walt's frozen head or something.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
they've got Hitler's brain in a jar, Walt's frozen head, and the Holy Grail all in the same room. And it's like a blind, like Coke Pepsi taste test, where it's either the brine from the Disney head or the brine from the Hitler brain, and you drink it out of the Holy Grail, and you gotta decide which is which.
Ooh, yeah. Now snap. Maybe throw in a little bit of the Last Crusade Indiana Jones movie. Some guy sips from the Hitler one, like, no!
Immediately melts. Yeah.
Well,
that's how you know. That's how you know the flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Ah, man, that's
probably not even as weird as the actual Illuminati fucking initiation rites.
Knowing Walt Disney, though, would be like, oh, someone drinks actually from Walt Disney's, but then like he also bursts into flames and starts melting, and it's like, what? No, I thought that he chose.
They just kill you either way. Yeah.
Yeah, he did, but he was Jewish, and Walt doesn't play like that. So.
Oh no. No, that's the real fucking conspiracy right there. It's not just Walt Disney's frozen head in a jar. It's Hitler's brain that was implanted into Walt Disney's head after he was dead. Yeah.
He is half Hitler, half Walt Disney.
Yeah, honestly, no, they implant the Hitler brain and bring him back to life on a robot or whatever. What was that? I think Robot Chicken did that at some point. Anyway, they do the whole the Wolfenstein thing with him. And it's just he acts exactly the same as Walt Disney before. It's just he speaks German now.
People are like, this seems very bizarre as a one-to-one. By splitting their brain, all we've done is create two German Walt Disneys. I guess their ideologies weren't that far apart, but ultimately, when we get back to it,
Yep.
Just really have a hard-on for all different kinds of military cartoons.
Yep.
Like, the people who hate the Jews in the 40s, they have to be just rejoicing with all the news about Harvey Weinstein and Jeff Epstein.
Oh,
and
yeah.
all this,
Yep.
Like, it certainly is their golden year now.
Hey, yeah, rich diddlers are, these billionaire diddlers are intersectional. There's plenty of Gentile.
The strong
pedophiles.
Anglo-Saxon stock pedophiles as well.
Yeah, we got one in the White House actually. So, yeah, it's.
I mean, like, we're asked to constantly keep believing, like, okay, so Iran is the one who started the war. North Korea is the legitimate threat to us, and Jeff Epstein totally died in jail.
Yeah,
that goddamn
totally by suicide.
That fucking Colombian drug dealer was able to at least try an escape attempt, dressing up as his daughter.
Yeah. God.
It's the worst episode of Prison Break I've ever seen. Is basically what it boils down to. Just
Or wait, is this Brazil actually?
or
Is the guy
Brazil. I'm
Colombian?
sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Brazilian. Oh boy. That's a problem on me.
It's a Brazilian times different. Anyway, yes, yeah, he attempted to break out of jail wearing a creepy plastic mask, as this article says, where he just literally dressed up as his daughter and tried to walk out of fucking jail.
I mean,
you
probably saw
good
the
strat.
news about the guy who tried to smuggle $3,000 worth of cocaine underneath a fake toupee, and he was like, "Okay, well, I got this idea."
That just sounds like a fun night out, honestly.
Yeah.
just gonna pop on my coat toupee and hit the town.
I mean, that's what makes it even weirder to think that. Okay,
it's so fucking Looney Tunes.
Jeff Epstein didn't even try this Looney Tunes style philosophy,
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. I thought that at the very least we would see him on trial once, but for some reason he decided to kill himself.
Yeah, how convenient.
What's your theory? Do you think he actually was assassinated, or do you think he was pressured into killing himself?
That's a good question. Shit, I don't know. Because, I mean, honestly, I'm thinking, it was probably, no matter what it was obviously, some very rich and powerful people want...
Of course.
This dude that can't pay them dead. So, that's settled. That's hard science at this point. But yeah, shit, that's a good point.
Yeah, because in my head, I truly think he got pressured into killing himself.
Yeah, it's not fucking Agent 47 sneaking in there, bringing in the piano wire or something, bribing the guards.
Even though that would be way cooler.
Sitting pretty in the Bahamas right now. Oh, 100%. Yeah, for him to have, it's like that one other meme that has been going around, Jeff Epstein was, weren't you surprised by Jeff Epstein's suicide? Oh well, so was he. I
thought you were going to say that he was trampled to death by 30 to 50 feral hogs. So,
God, hopefully that meme is still fresh.
Nope.
That meme's got some. No, it's done for.
No.
Yeah.
No, I even saw the pun you were going to go for. Oh, I thought that you were going to make a joke about how the 30 to 50 feral hogs meme.
Oh, the meme had legs. No, I'm just apparently a fucking idiot. But yes, it's very good that this man is dead because he's a horrible piece of shit, and I don't believe in hell necessarily, but if it's real, he's there and he's roasting, and that rules.
That would be so dope.
Yeah, but yeah, as to bring it back around, clearly the world is run by billionaire diddlers, and there's nothing we can do about that short of worldwide socialist revolution, which would be tight, I guess.
You hear that, QAnon? You get the solid
exactly.
thumb sideways.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the fucking crazy thing too. Is like I was saying earlier, the people of course it was the Clintons and couldn't be anything else. They're trying so hard to avoid having any smidge of class consciousness. And the fucking, it's this, the QAnon people were the exact same way. I mean, there's an overlap, of course, but it's they get that, there's a cabal of these creepy eyes wide shut type motherfuckers, but they don't actually, they're like, oh, it's just Hillary Clinton, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, look. I mean, the number one case in point to show that it's not just the Clintons that are pedophiles is this Dora and the Lost City of Gold movie that's coming out. Because it seems like every fucking beat writer wants to fuck Dora for no
every
apparent
weird
reason.
New York Times dude is really down to really wanting to bone this character who's 16 in the movie. The actress is 18. The character is 16, and also it's based on a fucking show where the character's a toddler. So very cool and good, internet. Great.
Yeah, I don't get exactly why people think, maybe it's okay.
To
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I'm going to read something from the review here, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, what keeps things alive to a point is the attitude of the titular heroine, who is invested with try and stop me spirit by Moner, who's actually 18 and looks it despite preventative measures. The same thing goes for Wahlberg, who's 19. There's a palpable gap you can't help but notice between the essentially innocent, borderline pubescent nature of the leading characters and the film itself, and the more confident and mature vibes emanating from the leading actors.
What a weird way to go about saying that.
Yeah, it gets worse. The director seems
no.
to be trying to keep the hormones at bay, but there are some things you can't disguise. Perhaps human nature first and foremost. Dora seems committed to projecting a pre-sexualized version of youth, while throbbing unacknowledged beneath the surface is something a bit more real. Its presence rigorously ignored.
You know, I thought throbbing was going to be the grossest word in that sentence, but the way you said rigorously.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's
And you
not
have,
good.
You know, someone who's 18 playing a 16-year-old, and everyone's like, yeah, but it's cool because in reality the actress is 18.
Ugh.
Yeah, okay. Are you saying you want to fuck the actress? No, I want to fuck Dora, who's 16.
I want to fuck Dora the Explorer. This is a cool regular thing that's not going to be taken out of context.
Sound clips?
Sound clip. Boom.
Zack
I'm canceled,
leaves
baby.
for one episode
And suddenly we're nonsense.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it just, yeah, but I mean, that's, like you were saying, you know, it's not just these zillionaires, it's I mean, fucking Hollywood especially, and our culture more broadly, that it's like, yeah, let's sexualize this child, you know?
I don't see why we wouldn't. It seems like
Yeah.
the coolest thing to do.
It's good business.
What do you expect us to do? Just have a 16-year-old lead female character, and then what? Watch her develop as a human being normally and go to
Or-
school?
Hot take, maybe just not make a fucking Dora the Explorer movie.
No, let's not
Like-
be ridiculous
Like,
here.
what fucking license was running out on Dora the Explorer? They had to renew it. They were like, yeah, let's make a live-action take on Dora the Explorer.
I mean, like, true to our brand, I guess. We just had to think about the marketing opportunities of making a swiper, no swiping furry costume.
Oh,
available
yeah.
for everyone. You
God,
know.
that'd be fucking great. The whole movie, like, you know, like Boots is like CGI, like all the other animals that show up, it's all, you know, fucking Lion King shit. But then Swiper's just a dude in a shitty fursuit.
Yeah, that's right. With one of those Gimp dog mask style
Oh yeah,
things that
yeah.
they have.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking see this movie now. just this hypothetical movie that doesn't exist and exists only in a better world. Not that much better because they still have a Dora the Explorer movie, but you know, God.
Somehow that's a less sexualized version.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I mean,
What they're doing.
all the weirdness is drawn off of fucking, you know, all the other characters, and it's concentrated like a fucking crystal into just fursuit Swiper.
Yeah, just stop trying to turn every, you know.
Don't make movies. Quit making movies. They're all bad. All of them are the fucking worst. The one good movie came out in 1992, and that was called Porco fucking Rosso.
It also sounds like a fantastic Spanish dish. You know what I won't eat, though, Bo?
What? What won't you eat?
I won't eat a goddamn veggie burger that pretends that it tastes like meat.
There we go. That's the segue.
I'll eat veggie burgers that actually, you know, they are proud of being veggie burgers.
Yeah.
And not, you know, veggie burgers that are trying to, like, trick me
Yeah.
into.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, like how those super toxic guys will call trans people traps.
Yeah. God.
That's,
This analogy sucks, but I get it.
I feel like that's kind of what they're trying to do with veggie burgers. Is basically what I'm getting at here.
Yeah. It tracks. It tracks.
Just own the
Yeah.
fact that it's a veggie burger. There's
Yeah,
nothing
that
wrong
rules.
with being a veggie burger. Like,
Yeah.
trying to then force it to conform in to be like, no, it tastes exactly like meat. If you cut it, it
Yeah.
bleeds. Watch.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's just gross, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. We injected red dye into our food.
To really give it that meaty fucking consistency, yeah.
Because it tastes great. Like, I love Beyond Meat. I love Impossible meat.
So I was
love-
actually gonna say I did try and I'm not gonna name names, but it rhymes with Blue Dova. This one burrito place is Impossible Meat or whatever fucking they're non-meat meat, so to speak, and it sucks shit, honestly. So
Really? Okay.
yeah. So the Burger King one, I'm gonna have to. Even though I've never enjoyed Burger. No, I've enjoyed Burger King once in my life, in the Moscow airport of all places. But that's a story for another day.
Oh.
Yeah, just the latent communism in that Burger King was just what did it, apparently. But yeah, every other time I've had Burger King, it sucks shit. So maybe the veggie burger's good.
Well, and they're trying to trick people explicitly overseas with their 50-50 menu, where they're like,
Yes.
order it. There's a 50-50 chance there'll be a veggie burger or just a regular burger, but it's so good you won't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
What?
And you brought this up earlier. Who is this for? You know,
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck is going in like, I'm gonna really roll play some fucking Russian roulette with my burger sandwich today.
It truly is vegan Russian roulette. Like,
yeah,
it's like if a group of vegans from a compound decided to punish one of their own, they would be like, we are laying out 3 50-50 burgers.
Yeah,
you
flip
have
a coin,
to eat,
fucker.
Yeah, you have to eat 2 of them. So
Damn.
it's up to you.
High stakes shit, yeah. But yeah, like,
I mean,
because clearly vegans aren't going to get it because, you run a half and half chance of it being meat, and that's not their jam.
yeah, and you can buy a regular veggie burger anyways.
Yeah, if you want the veggie burger, just order the fucking veggie burger. Don't make it into a fucking... You know what? No, I'm gonna really take a chance here. Oh, that's a Sweden reference because it's ABBA. Take a chance.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh, god damn it!
Fucking. Let me see if I can crowbar a Mountain Goats reference in here too while I'm at it. They have an album called Sweden. That's the explanation of that joke. gotta really explain. One per podcast, man.
Some podcasts get real nerdy. We get real nordy. So,
that was fucking terrible.
But you were saying that Burger King was in the news for something else?
Yes.
That happened?
Yeah. Yeah, but we're really bringing it back around to pork because somebody drew a pig on a police officer's burger order.
What?
Yeah, which apparently got 5 people fired. And looking at the drawing of the pig, it does not look like the kind of thing that took 5 people to draw, but hot damn, that still rules.
So hold on. I just need to make sure that I understand this here from the story. A cop ordered food from a Burger King in New Mexico, and then he found a pig was drawn on his burger wrapper, and he got so offended he called the manager's manager and was like, how dare you not back the blue?
Pulled a mega Karen.
Yeah, and then actually, decided, oh, okay, well, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
My feelings are hurt.
Yeah,
How could you?
Yeah, it says here 5 people fired. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
That means that no one gave up the name.
Yeah.
That means the entire shift
actually, yeah.
probably.
Yeah, the entire shift was like, yeah, we're not fucking snitching. That rules.
Fucking solidarity.
Hell yeah.
It's like the Arby's cashier who got fired after he held up a little cardboard sign in front of the register that said, like, Jeff Bezos' net worth is, 1.6 trillion or whatever it actually is. It was like, he's the reason that we're all poor, not immigrants, or something along those lines.
I did not see about that, but damn.
Yeah. And he also got fired. So, I mean, I'm not going to say fast food workers have better politics than, the majority of podcast hosts, but they're doing real praxis, and we're just talking about them. So,
yeah, I mean,
real heroes.
Yeah, if there's anybody that's going to be, aware of and upset with the current way things are run, it's going to be people who work fucking fast food. Like, Jesus, I can't imagine a worse gig. That's got to suck. Also, in this article from the docket, I've got pulled up here as we're discussing it. Officer Timo Rosenthal was shocked at the drawing on the paper. He also says the patties were burned and the burger was of very poor quality. It's Burger King, dude.
Yeah.
Like, when is that not the case?
There's a reason you're at Burger King. It's because it's the only place your ex-wife lets you hang out with your kids.
God. Just let them run in the play pit. They don't even go in the fucking play place anymore. They're doing fucking Fortnite on the iPad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You got
I
him.
mean, it's because he demands that they actually sit next to him so they can have dinner like a goddamn family.
God.
And she's just terrified of him the entire time
Yeah.
because
Oh, yeah, because cops, yeah.
Burger King, there's a 50% chance that it's a veggie burger, but there's a 40% chance
Oh,
you're about to
no.
get the shit beat out of you.
God, I saw that joke coming a mile away, and boy, oh boy, it sucked just as bad as I expected. Ugh, that was good. Good shit.
Cops have the thinnest skin in the world. I mean,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's the absolute worst.
Yeah.
They have such a victim complex that if you draw a pig symbol on their burger, they will get mad.
Yeah. Just
What
don't
is
go to
his
the
life
Burger
like?
King again, dude. Yeah. Like, God, very well-adjusted, cool person that I'm glad is enforcing the law of the land.
Completely.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Ugh.
But I mean, the
Yep.
law of the land is fantastic and great.
Oh
because
yeah,
this is
exactly.
the-
It's a good thing. Yeah. It's just bad apples.
Yeah. I mean, like, this is the greatest country in the world, Bo. Don't you know that? I mean,
With the
like,
greatest laws and coolest people.
absolutely. Like, where else possibly could you encounter a country where an ice raid on a Coke Foods factory would end up costing millions of dollars to Coke Foods? Right? That's the right way that we should look at the ice raid that took place. Not at the fact that they arrested 680 workers. And
Yeah, that's the
then
real
got them all
silver
detained.
lining here. God.
Yeah. Almost 700 people decided.
Just torn from their workplace, torn from their families, fucking yep. God, it really sucks ass. Not to mention too, just the as I'm looking through this article, the absolute amount of food waste from this, because it was a chicken processing plant or poultry, whatever you want to call it, place, and yeah, just they're stressing a lot in this article. You get thousands of chickens half processed, which cool, just wasting a shitload of food on top of putting these people in jail for essentially no reason. Thanks, ICE.
Yeah, the article that we're looking at is chicagobusiness.com, and the reason I chose this one to look at is that it is the coldest possible way to phrase everything. This is coming from the perspective of the management class and of someone who's on the inside of Coke Industries, basically. It's ignoring the human story that exists here. I mean, 680 families.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so many that all just got a massive upheaval. And the fact that they're not actually going to be pursuing the company itself because the lost revenue is enough.
There's punishment enough, yeah.
You're going to get rid of these people that they had jobs, they were paying taxes, they were contributing to society. In every racist checkbook, even, these were the quote unquote good ones. Yep. And they still get removed. It won't necessarily be easy to replace the workers who are arrested either, Aho says. Sounds like a real a-hole, am I right? Anyway,
nice.
Workers may hesitate to apply at a place so recently targeted by ICE, and unemployment is low, giving people other options. That's what they're talking about in this story. They're so focused on, but think of the entrepreneurs, Bo.
Yeah, think of the lost revenue.
Those are the real Americans, not the actual workers generating the profit for this company. But
whose removal has essentially put the plant at a standstill, from what I understand from this article.
Yeah.
But God,
just go on a general strike at this point. Like, it's not going to make that much of a tiny difference between one or the other. Capitalism, woo!
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Everything's cool.
Yeah.
Capitalism is what makes us great. I would like to issue a formal apology to Coke Foods.
little correction.
Yes, you are in no way apparently related to Coke Industries or the Koch brothers. So I would like to amend my statement by, when I was saying fuck the Koch brothers, I mean, fuck them for all of the other reasons that they're doing. But fuck you guys now, Coke
For these
Foods.
specific reasons.
Yes, exactly. So, I've learned things. I've changed. I will no longer judge a man by his name whatsoever, be it Rosenthal or Epstein or Weinstein. You know,
Oh no,
we
this is
cannot
taking a turn
rush
again.
to judgment whatsoever about these sorts of things. And the important thing is that we see each other not only as people, but as profit-generating consumers, right? That's the true path.
Yep.
Anyways, okay.
Well, the good thing is that since, speaking of being a good consumer and generating that profit, since it's just Burger King, Kroger, and Walmart that these guys supply, and nowhere else, and every other chicken company, I'm sure, is far more ethical than these guys, you're good to just eat somewhere else.
Yeah, if there's one thing I've learned about chicken companies, it's the fact that they're incredibly ethical all of the time.
Very cool and ethical, yes.
I was hanging out with my cool, ethical chicken bros the other day, and they were like, hey, man, don't hang out with those people. They're bad.
Our
Also,
company's totally good, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't allow any immigrants here. What? You hear that,
Oh.
guys?
What are those tattoos you guys have, by the way? The 14 and the 80. Oh no! Oh no!
No, those are our profit margins. We want to keep employee labor rates at around 15%, and make sure we have an 88% markup. Oh, well, that sounds pretty right.
That's not suspicious. Yeah.
That way, then we can create the nice white meat America. That
The way you said that, not sure how I feel.
Just racist chicken farmers. Like, we believe in separating white meat from dark meat.
Well, apparently that's another thing that Coke got in trouble for at some point, just going off their Wikipedia page. So these guys are just real stand up. At least our other chicken friend guys are just racist. That's
perfect. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
You're gonna be ethical and racist. Be ethical and racist. Don't be unethically racist. The Grand Wizard having to pull in the CEO of Coke Foods, being like, "You're making us look bad. You're turning us into a laughing stock."
God.
How can we expect a glorious return to this Aryan nation when you won't stop putting beaks in the goddamn
when you're making subpar chicken tenders, yeah. God. Yeah. Now this ice raid had happened at a vegan food production plant.
Oh shit.
It'd be so much more ethical. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. God.
Legal ice raid into a pot farm. Oh man. That's where I would become a stand your ground.
Into a legal pot farm specifically, yeah.
You step away from my employees.
We need all those dipshit libertarians who think that I want gay couples to be able to defend their pot farm with their M16s. The people who still think that's a hot take in today's day and age. Where the fuck are they?
I mean, they're currently
cheering on the ice raids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either that or they're full on fascist by this point.
Ah, man, it was a simpler time, but
a simpler time indeed.
It's like all the people who, all those guys, they were like, yeah, my favorite superhero is Batman, and now they're all into the Snyderverse, or they're into the super dark gritty, or if they're a little older, they're into Jack Ryan, as we mentioned previously, and stuff like that. So
all that kind of shit. Yeah. However, there was one piece of superhero media that I actually enjoyed, for a change.
Holy shit!
And that was The Boys.
Hold on, breaking news. Hold on. You're gonna
I alluded to this earlier.
Yeah.
And what a
breaking
segue
news,
that was.
everybody! Breaking news! Bo says that he enjoys a piece of superhero culture. Go on, explain. Go off, King.
Well, actually, it's a satire of superhero culture, so my hands are clean. No, but yes, we both binged The Boys, specifically to talk about it, kind of on the show, kind of on what other show? Kelton, do we want to plug that right now?
Yeah, sure. Fridays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, the United States. We're going to do an hour-long Twitch stream where Bo plays video games, and I will try to play if I have the game, and I can die repeatedly. Or we can just watch Bo play a game, and we'll talk about just whatever is on our mind. We're going to do a couple of different watch-along series, so that way then... because we don't read on this podcast, so we're going to do a TV or movie club on Fridays, 8 p.m.
Yes, and the first episode we have christened Urban Outfitters in honor of Carl Urban.
That's right. We're going to be
on the last stream I kept calling Keith Urban, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, we're going to be going through his select filmography, basically going until about The Witcher, then we'll switch over to Henry Cavill, so... We'll see how that goes, see if you guys like it.
Yeah.
But, again, we're going to be playing video games. That's the real reason to jump on.
Yeah.
And so we'll be discussing more of the plot points and stuff with the boys. Because originally we were going to do, 2 episodes and talk about it? And then we blazed through those. They're like, okay, well, we'll do 4 episodes.
Yeah, then we continued to binge. I mean, I fucking watched it all in one sitting. Like literal ass glued to chair kind of situation.
It was one of the most intense watch periods of my life because it was daytime when I started, and then it was time to go to bed when it ended.
That's always the best. Yeah, it's a good show, and I don't want to get too into like you said, we'll do plot story stuff later. Fucking Haley Joel Osment out of fucking left field though. Not expecting him to show up.
Yeah, I mean,
not gonna say who he played or what he did, but. It's the fact that he was there with his fucking weird-ass self. That was cool.
Yeah, the celebrity cameos, like Billy Zane, Tara Reid, Seth Rogen being in it, all playing themselves. Not Haley Joel, but, it's just a fantastic show because it legitimately critiques capitalism and specifically corporate-style capitalism, but using the superhero lens over it. Because, I guess, do we want to share what the general premise is?
Yeah, they're superheroes. They're basically privately owned superheroes, sponsored and, quote-unquote, like, sponsored and, what's the word, like, leased out to do crime fighting by this big fucking corporation. And that has all the ethical pitfalls you might imagine.
I mean, it's basically
they're essentially
like
celebrities, so it's 90% that, 10% fighting crime. It's a good show. I liked it.
Yeah, it really does kind of give you a look behind the curtain. I'm sure people who are fans of celebrity culture will enjoy it because it kind of highlights how these people that we idolize and we build up and we think, oh, wow, it's so cool how this person is in all these movies and has an amazing Twitter account and is this phenomenal human
brand
being.
Deals and yada yada. Yeah, exactly. Like, and of course that's all fucking just what's the word? Smoke and mirrors. It's all bullshit. Yep.
The
Make
unique
money,
twist,
baby.
Oh yeah, the unique twist where all the heroes are playing themselves in movies. Is hilarious to me.
I thought that was good. Yeah, the like boardroom scene in the first episode where Transparent he's a guy who can go invisible. That's his power. And he's like, God, this crime is so disgusting and devastating. They pirated my fucking movie and are selling it like bootleg DVDs in Times Square. How could they?
He lost $1.2 billion in revenue because of this. Yeah,
it's like yes, this is very good and funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those shows where I'm sure if we rewatch it, being able to pick up on a whole bunch of little things here and there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I mean, am I going to do that? Probably not. There's a show.
Oh, absolutely not, because it's fucking long. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, each episode is a healthy hour long.
Yeah,
I mean,
and just the way it's paced. I mean, it's paced well. Don't get me wrong, but like you're there for the fucking whole hour. You're not like. There's no point where it's like, all right, I'm gonna tune out and fucking check Twitter real quick. I mean, you could do that, but it's a good enough. It's good enough that I didn't.
You
at
put
any
your
point.
phone down, believe it or not, because
I know.
it actually takes you away from it for 20, 30
Yeah.
minutes at a time.
So that was one thing that I fucking, and it only kind of came up in like maybe like the first couple episodes, and I think it was largely like a a setting, like a plot setting thing, where it's like, oh hey, look, it's like, you know, it's just like our world where there's celebrities, but they're superheroes. Because every 5 fucking seconds, I swear to God, there was somebody coming up to like A-Train or to I always forget
Starlight?
Starlight, because I keep wanting to say Starfire, like fucking Teen Titans,
No.
or Starshot, or one of those.
They're all direct parodies and versions of the Justice League, but no,
Yeah.
don't say that. No.
But anyway, every 5 fucking seconds, somebody come up like, "Can I take a selfie with you?" And it's like, "Yes, we get it. It's modern times." That was one thing actually that I did kind of. When was the comic book written? Do you know?
I want to say probably mid 2010s.
Yeah.
Or
So like pretty recently then? Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
the story
fairly
itself
recently.
feels very mid 2000s, like very
Okay.
Bush era, and I know like not
Well,
a lot
I mean,
has fundamentally changed
Homelander.
since.
Homelander. I'm not going to say what. I mean, several of his lines were directly taken from George W. Bush speeches.
Mission accomplished. Like he would say that every time he punched a bad guy. Just mission accomplished.
I'm sorry. I need to clarify. The
Yeah.
boys actually came out in 2006. October 2006,
Yeah.
and ran through 2012.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. I must have. I was getting into it in the early aughts.
Okay.
Or,
Yeah.
not early aughts. I'm sorry.
Early 10s. What the fuck do we call this decade? It's almost done, and like I feel like we've never had like the teens, which that doesn't work because like you got 10 and 11.
Yeah. Oh well.
Anyway, yeah.
So you're exactly right that it would be in 2006, and so I do think then it's cool that they were able to use that plot as the baseline and then slap modern social media on top of that. It was very annoying though to then have it be like, oh yeah, no, I mean look at how many likes you got on Instagram and check this out on Facebook, and
yeah, they laid that on a little thick, but it's
Amazon also has so much money. They're able to use the real social media sites.
Oh
and use actual ESPN for the sports race stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, everything was basically, which also very disappointed. Or maybe I just, it was a blink and you miss it kind of thing. But they air, so at one point and this isn't too plot heavy, but at one point basically they air a race between two superheroes on like ESPN, right? And
because why the fuck else would you watch any other kind of a race?
Why would you watch? Yeah, exactly. A sport with normal fucking humans. Fuck that. That's boring. But they've got the little sports center thing up in the corner.
Yeah.
I was really hoping for that to be Soup Center, and because they call them soups. For those who haven't seen it. I think that would have been a nice little detail. They might have actually done that. I don't fucking know.
Well, all the news stories are VOT News Network.
Yes,
so
that's a really good detail.
That.
All the so VOT's the corporation that essentially manages these superheroes, and they have their own news network, which is very cool and not suspicious.
Yeah,
not
so basically,
of how cool and unsuspicious our actual capitalism is.
Like a horseshoe, it's going back to the way it was, but everything is conglomerated around one company now, instead of 13 different ones competing for it. There's one cable news station. There's one type of movie that you watch. There's one type of book.
And it's all Disney, of course.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it really is like Disney meets Lockheed Martin meets Amazon is kind of
the Mickey Industrial Complex.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that I don't want to get into spoilers. We'll save that. Friday, 8 p.m.
Be there or don't.
Yeah, I mean, odds are you won't be there. But on the off chance that you are, cool, we can talk about it.
That's when we're streaming, We're making it fucking happen.
Because I don't appreciate the takes, though, and I even had to fight this urge of where people say, oh, well, The Boys is a critique of mega corporations, but it comes out on Amazon, which is the largest mega corporation that we possibly have.
Yeah.
Like, is it actually speaking truth to power if you're being paid to speak that truth to power, to buy the power
on their
to
platform.
the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, you could go either way on it. It's that one. I think it's Kurt Vonnegut is the quote. Let me check before I actually say this.
Go for it. That said, "Fuck bitches, get money."
That's
right?
exactly what he said. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. During the Vietnam War, every respectable artist was opposed to the war. Blah blah blah. Focus like a laser beam against the war is what he said. But the power of this weapon turns out to be that of a custard pie dropped from a stepladder 6 feet high. So I mean, fucking The Boys isn't even like a particularly biting critique of capitalism. They just, spoilers. The big corporation is the bad guy.
Whoa, man.
Which is not a particularly hot take, but it does get into how, especially with celebrities, but also just in people's day-to-day lives, fucking everything is commodified.
Oh yeah, I mean they have the main 7 superheroes, but they have over 200 in various cities throughout the United States, and they all have exclusive contracts with the city to be doing stuff based on what demos they might offer and stuff.
I'll talk about it in the plot thing later, but the thing they end up doing with the Deep is very funny.
Oh
he's an obvious Aquaman stand-in, and there are plenty of hey, Aquaman's a shitty superhero jokes.
Yes, it's not the
really
Jason Momoa DC Universe Aquaman. This is the OG. Everyone just shit on Aquaman because he talks to fish. Level Aquaman.
That's all he does. Yep.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. God, I really want to get into some of the later plot stuff because
it's okay. It's okay.
It's very funny, but yeah.
We can move right along though.
Yeah.
Like superheroes these days, it's all the rage to be super jaded and kind of think like, oh man, this super dark gritty world. But occasionally people can actually be real superheroes in real life and just be doing it for the hell of it, like what Danny Trejo did when he saved a baby from an overturned car.
Danny Trejo saved a fucking baby from a flipped car. That's cool as shit.
Also, that baby's gonna have to enjoy all of Danny Trejo's movies, which, let's be honest, like Nicolas Cage, kind of a mixed bag here and there.
God, I haven't seen Machete in a while. I gotta rewatch Machete.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the good ones.
Part of the Spy Kids extended universe there.
Well, actually, okay, so this is all weirdly coming around. You know what upcoming movie he is going to be in?
No, actually, what?
He is going to be in Dora and the Lost City of Gold.
No
as
shit.
The voice of Boots the Monkey.
Yeah. God, that's wild.
That's good. That all comes together. I like that. Yeah. So, I guess that is going to be an episode for us.
That about wraps it up. God bless Danny Trejo.
We had a lovely discussion.
We still got some stuff about fursuits in. I mean, that's always a key part of any good site.
Well, I mean, that's branding. We gotta let's just get that SEO up somehow.
God, that's what once we really want to capitalize on this because hey, we got to pay rent and all that. That's what we do. Show branded dolphin fursuits.
Damn. This is my Fin Sona.
Oh no, I think that's a deuces right there. That's your fucking deuces. Please, Kelton, give me the deuces. Wait, that's a different fetish.
It's the difference between laying pipe and laying cable.
Yes.
Well, guys, let's go ahead and go over what we have to plug because I'm still banned from Facebook. That's no good for anyone. You can find us on Twitter at Dolphin Garage. You can find us on Instagram at Dolphin Garage. Bo, where can people find you?
As I said, and I will always continue to say, I am at Schnedwob just about everywhere. That is SCHNEDWOB. Don't read my tweets. They're all the worst.
At some point, we need to create a segment where we have to read our latest tweet to people, just so that way then they know what they're in store for. You can find us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Psychic Dolphin Garage. Go ahead, by the way, and give us some feedback. We want to know how we're doing. We want to know if you guys like the types of stories that we're covering. Zack wasn't here today, so, It's a little bit wonky, but we're trying to just.
If you
switch.
like that Zach's not here, we'll just totally fucking kick him off. Cold
Yeah,
turkey.
I mean,
The podcast game. It's do or die.
We're three white guys doing a podcast. It turns out remarkably easy to replace us. We're just clones essentially.
Just find the least shitty politics dude at whatever fucking improv class. Yeah.
No, because then all of us would be out of a job. They would take over eventually. But go ahead and give us some feedback. We would love some reviews on iTunes. People say, "Oh man, that helps our podcast out so much." Blah 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 blah. No. I mean, like, reviews are great and wonderful, but the listeners we have are the listeners we have because y'all tell people about us. So please do that. Tell your mother. Tell your father. I mean, like, I can't with mine for sad.
Yeah, my
reasons.
parents' politics suck.
Yeah. But I'm sure you guys got better friends than we do, and I'm sure that they probably will at least like wholeheartedly pretend that they will give us a listen. And that's really what it matters.
Yeah,
the most
please be the
us,
person recommending podcasts to friends, because if I'm any indication, that's how you make friends and keep them.
That's right.
Right?
Spam it into
Wink.
Facebook groups. Just go on to your girlfriend's iTunes account, give us 5 stars, and click subscribe. Okay, that'll really help us out the most. So, anyways, y'all can find me on Twitter at sexconfetti, spelled exactly how it sounds.
Until you get banned for no reason, I'm sure.
Exactly. God, Sex Confetti 2, the revenge. Banned again just for that generic name. The next thing that we got coming up on our plate is the Friday Twitch stream. We keep mentioning that just because we want you to see us for who we are.
It's a fun time. Yeah, we did a test run of it with the Doom one, and
how are your eyes, by the way, Bo? I ducked
bleeding,
out about
bleeding.
2 hours into, not 2 hours, about 2 hours left to go. So
yeah, no, it was really good. Yeah, very fun stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we already got some haters. That was nice. People were saying that they were going to try and track us down.
Oh, that was so funny. Yeah, there was one guy in the chat that was like super mad about us. Like, he asked some like head ass that free healthcare isn't actually free question at the beginning. That was how he introduced himself, and then it was just a good he probably stuck around for what, like 15-20 minutes. Of
Longer.
Everyone,
I mean, close.
All of us on the call, everyone in the
but...
chat, just dunking on him for being a fucking dingus. It was fun stuff.
It was fantastic. So that 45-year-old man or 13-year-old boy, either way, shout out to him, the real MVP of the night. So.
Yeah, really keeping things interesting.
So what tags do you think we can do, by the way?
Oh, we're definitely keeping the politics tag on that.
Of
course.
I mean, think about it. If we're saying Urban Outfitters with a politics tag, can you imagine the amount of people?
Gonna draw an interesting audience there. Some dudes who are gonna come in and definitely not say slurs. Definitely.
They're like, wait, what? They're just talking about The Boys and Carl Urban the entire time? Yeah, no, we're just fans of psychic dolphins, and that means that Hawaiian shirts fall under that category.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Venn diagram. Well, you got anything else left to say, Bo?
No, I'm just fucking. The Boys was actually very good. I hate to admit to enjoying things, but I did enjoy that show.
Oh, man, I can't wait for us to get suckered into watching the Watchmen TV show. To try and get our boys fix until season 2.
just jonesing for good superhero shit for a change, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to make a reference to something on the show, so I'm going to try and duck out of here before giving away any spoilers.
No spoilers.
Okay, people. Deuces.